Escape from the
Ow! What is going on, traders? My name is Chuck Butler, and you are tuning into What the Uptrend. Boom, boom, boom. Let's get it. We have about one, two, not two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight tickers with us. Wait. 9 tickets with you. No, 9 tickets. 9 tickets with us here today. All right, let's jump into it. You already know what the uptrend is about. Look in the description below. Let's go ahead and get into it. First one, ticker symbol TSLA. That is Tesla. As you can see, I already have it broken down on my chart. The blue line, the blue lines you see here are used as support points, and the red lines you see above are used as resistance points. Right now, this blue line should be red because the candles are underneath it. And if you guys did not know, Tesla had some bad news yesterday, which bumped the stock all the way down to the support area around 280. Now, if you were a bottom feeder, you would have scooped up all those shares right there at the 280 support point, and you would have just rolled them all the way up to the possible resistance at 300 for a total of 7.5%, 7.52% profit. Now, that is what I call some juicy gains, and it still has room to go. Here, let me go ahead and it still has room to go to its resistance at around 315. The SMA is pointing here right here at 312, but there's resistance at 320. Then there's minor resistance at around 315, but it still has that much to cover. As you can see, we already talked about this on the previous Stock Talk Sunday. From 300 to 320 offers 6.63%. I would like my entry to be 300 and my exit at 315 with a stop loss of 290. That offers a total of 5% margin. But this plan only will take fold if I decide to get in, which I did not. But who knows? I may or may not decide to get in because I didn't trade for Monday or Tuesday because I didn't see that anything was valuable. But now what the uptrend, we do see things that are valuable. But like I said, I'm trying to focus on day trading the ETFs I talked about. So I might have to skip out on some of these juicy opportunities so I can focus on what I would like to do. So let's go ahead and move over to this ticker symbol TXN. As you can see, I have support drawn at this supposed red line, which is supposed to be blue. I have support at 102 and resistance at 116, and then there's also minor resistance around 113 as I am seeing. No, actually I would say 108. As you can see, it was having a bit of trouble consolidating for Monday and Tuesday. It was showing signs of a sell-off, and I didn't really see signs of a reversal. But today, the MACD and RSI, along with the EMAs on the 4-hour chart, are showing a sign of a reversal. And what I would like to see is it is above the EMA right now. I would like to see it come back down to validate the EMA as support and then continue to trend up, and that would be a confirmation to me for an uptrend. So yep, there's that. And I'm pretty sure we already had this one planned out. Oh no, we didn't. Oh no, I didn't, but I had it on the active watch list as how we would have played out. And let's see. And this white line is the SMA, and it could possibly act as the resistance. Oh yeah, so If I were to get in, I would want to get in at 108 and sell around 111.55. That offers a total of 3%, even though this whole trade offers about from lows of 108 to highs of 116 offers 7.73%. That's where I would lock in profits, 111. So let's move on to the next one. This one I really like it. I really want to take a position in. It's called ticker symbol HUN, Hutzman's Corpse, or corp.com. Now let's go ahead and draw our support line. I apologize for that. As you can see, I had drawn overall resistance at 33. There's also resistance at, there's also minor resistance here at 32. Let's go ahead and draw a line right here. Blah, blah, blah. And as you can see, I've also drawn support right here around 28. Now, as you can see, it already bounced from its support, already started to consolidate for 2 days, but now we can see signs of a possible uptrend. As you can see, it is trying to make a leg above the 4 hour, the 25-day EMA. Let's go ahead and go to the hour chart. As you can see, it is trading above both of the EMAs, and what I could possibly see tomorrow is an EMA cross, which is very significant for sign for signs of an uptrend. Now, the SMA is pointing at 30.91. So how I would like to trade this one is I would like to get in at 29 and sell at highs of around 30.50 for a 5.13% profit. Now, how I think this one will play out for the rest of the week is I think it will continue to trend up, and it could possibly get rejected at this EMA line right here, and then come back down and bounce off of wherever the blue EMA line is, and then continue to trend up to the possible resistance of the white EMA. But I don't think that I don't think it will complete this pattern until about next week Monday. So yeah, there's that one. Then we have ticker symbol CY. I also very love CY very much as well because it did what I wanted it to do already. As you can see, I have the blue lines drawn here at support are acting as support points, 1550 and 1490. Then I have resistance drawn at 17 and 18 as well. And as you can see, there is minor resistance around the 1675 price point, and that is also a valid resistance point to me because that's where the SMA is trading or is actively near. So let's go ahead and draw for at 1675. And as you can see, it started to trade above the EMA, but then it came back down. But now it bounced off of it. So what I think this is a continuation, is a a validation of the uptrend. But we need to get above the previous candle, this high of around 1583 for it to even for it to validate even more that it is a continuation of an uptrend. And let's see, I already had this one planned out on Stock Talk Sunday. As you can see, from 1550 to 17 offers 9.68%. I would like to enter this one at 1575 and exit at 1640. That's before the resistance point. That is before the resistance, because I would like to lock in 5.81% margin. That's fine enough for me. And then I would like my stop loss to be 1550. Let's go ahead and break this down a little bit further on the 5-minute chart to see what's really going on with this. As you can see, this previous high, this is the high that it needs to break. I do have an alert set at 1585. As you can see, it did bounce off of previous support of 1560 from yesterday, and it kind of made a little double bottom in this area right here. It kind of made a double bottom right here in this area. And if you don't know what a double bottom is, I suggest you go on Investopedia or YouTube, or go on a YouTube video and figure out what this type of pattern is, because this pattern is significant for signs of a reversal. Now, as you can see, the 1550 stop loss was for me. Why I chose that stop loss is because that's near support, and that's close enough for support to me, and that's only about it should be only about like 2%. No, basically a 2% stop loss. As you can see, the EMA cross is already happening, which is very good. I'm going to be making a video about the EMA cross this week, along with another video, so go ahead and stay tuned for that on why I think the EMA cross is significant. And as you can see on the 1 hour, the EMA cross is already happening, which is very, very good. So I think we should start to. I think this pattern could. I think this pattern could complete from the lows of 1575 to highs of 1640. I think this could complete itself by the end of Friday. So yeah, there's that. And let's move on to ticker symbol FTR. This one I picked up randomly, or not randomly, but apparently I set an alert on this a long time ago, and my scanner finally picked it up, because as you can see, it's been on a downward trend for the past 2 months, so I wouldn't have even been looking at this. But as you can see, at this this resistance point right here at 630, this resistance point I have drawn here at 630. As you can see, as soon as it crossed that, it triggered my alert, because it had a monstrous uptrend the day beforehand. As you can see, it formed resistance. It's now trading in a horizontal pattern, I believe to be between 1660 and 1620. And right now that horizontal channel offers about 7%. Now how I would trade this one is that this one has broke new highs. Not new highs for the year, but it's broke new highs in the past 30 to 60 days. What I want to see is it trend up and use this 630 line as support and continue to make high highs, and that would be a good validation for an uptrend, because as you can see, I see resistance here around 8, and then I see the next resistance around 7, and draw that. And from if you buy it at the support that it should validate at 630, let me back it up. If you buy it at the support around 630 and sell at 7, that should offer about 11%. And if you hold that for even longer to the next possible resistance, that's 26%. Let me go back. And then if you hold it to the overall resistance, which I don't recommend, but it's your money, you do what you do, and if you see value in the trade, then go ahead and take it to the fullest extent. Then let's go ahead, and that's 44% to the overall resistance at 930. So that is a nice good hold if you believe that this could possibly get there. Yeah, and so there's FTR, then FNKO. This one I also picked up on the scanner. As you can see, I have support drawn right here. Oops, let me go ahead and make that a blue line. I have support drawn right here at $20, and then I have resistance drawn here at 22 and resistance at 25. As you can see, it bounced off of the SMA on the 1 hour chart, which is pretty cool. As you can see, it has validated the EMA lines as support, but recently it had a sell-off. I'm not sure why. But you can go ahead and do due diligence on that yourself. But it bounced off the SMA, which is a pretty good sign to me. But as you can see, when it started to trend back up, it got rejected at the resistance here drawn at 22, and it is back down right now. So I now see this as resistance, obviously. So I have my alert set above 2202, and I would like to trade this if it can get back up to that point, 2202 to highs of 24. That offers 8.8%, which is pretty darn good if you ask me for one trade. and that's before the resistance at 24.90, which offers a total of 12.79%. MACD and RSI are pretty low, which is a good sign that it's going to reverse pretty soon here. So yeah, I have my alerts set on that one. And on the 1 hour chart, if it can get to 22, that means it should be above both of the EMAs, which is super awesome. And as you can see, the SMA is validating resistance around here at 24, around 24.50, which is also pretty nice because that is near the resistance we have drawn here around 24.90. All right. So, yep. And then let's go ahead and talk about the ETFs this week. Let's see, between oil, Gush, and Drip. Gush is the one that was overall trending up, but as you can see, it is nearing a resistance. Yeah, let me back up. Let me back it up. As you can see, it is near resistance around here, around 38, 38.75. But as you can see, it's starting to trend above the SMA, and it could possibly trend even further, come back and use and validate this EMA as support. But until then, if when I do decide to trade Gush tomorrow, and the reason I didn't trade the ETFs on Monday and Tuesday is because I had none of my day trades, but today I received back 2 of my day trades, which is good because there's only 2 days left in the week. So yeah, I'm just excited for that. As you can see, Gush had this big candle up. The EMA cross is happening right now, which is a good sign for a continuation of the uptrend. So right now, I would rather day trade Drip instead of Gush because as you can see here, Drip broke below 2 support points and it is near support around. Let's go ahead and go to the 1 hour chart. Next support for Gush, Gush. Next for support for Drip is around 580. Let's go ahead and draw that support point right here. Go ahead and make it blue. Boom, bam, sparkle. Right there. Next support point is around 580. And yeah, this is going to be that. And let's see. Yep. Continue with a downward trend. And as you can see right here, it's showing signs of it bottoming out. So let's see what happens on Thursday for that. And let's go over to gold. Gold, I did not notice today. It had a monstrous uptrend. If I were to trade gold, it would have been at the break of 8, and from 8 to that 8:30 mark offered a total a total margin of 3.78%. Although I would have stopped limited out at 3% around 8:24. So yeah, there's that, and it made a double top. If you don't know what a double top is, I suggest you go and look at that pattern up. It is the pattern signifies that it's going to reverse on the downward side. See, up, consolidation, try to retest it. Now it's trending back down. Let's go to JDST. As you can see, JDST is the one that is trending down overall for the weekend. Let me go ahead and take this out. JDST is the one that's overall trending now for the week, but as you can see, it is nearing support around 71, or it's already passed. It's already passed, or it already bounced from the support at 71, and now it's starting to trend up, hopefully to break the resistance at 74. So between between JDST and JNUG, I would rather trade JDST because it is near because JDST is near the support. Let's go ahead and look at the futures for oil and natural gas. Let's go ahead and look for oil first, XOP. Oh, as you can see, these 2 white zones I drew here, this is what I call the area of low demand, which is also known as the resistance area. As you can see, it already passed the resistance at $42. As you can see, I see the next resistance coming around $43. So let me go ahead and set my alert. Actually, if it can pass this resistance at 42.80. And I have my alert set for that. And as you can see, MACD and RSI are are showing signs of overextension, which doesn't mean um a darn thing. If it continues to trend up, then the RSI and MACD become relevant, because if it has volume and incentives for it to keep moving up, like good news and whatnot, the it's just gonna keep continuing to trend up. No matter if the RSI or MACD are show signs of overextension, because remember, they're just indicators. They don't actually affect the stock, that they don't actually affect the ticker themselves. Only you do, the trader. So yep, it's near resistance. So which is why I would rather trade drip over drip drip over Gush, because Gush is the bullish inverse ETF and drip is the bearish one, and I would want to go on the bearish side since it's near the resistance. And then let's go ahead and take a look at gold, the one that slipped past me. As you can see, let's go on the 1 hour chart. Boom. As you can see, it's trading in between this horizontal channel of 1,195 and 1,215. And as you can see, it still has a decent amount of room to cover until the resistance at 1,215. So we may still we may switch sides and go ahead and decide to trade JNUG, but who knows? I follow the trend, not I follow the trend, not my emotions. So, ooh, that's gonna be a quote. I follow the trend, not your emotions. Yeah, that's a quote. And let's see. What it can do right now is come back down to 8 and validate 8 as support. And tomorrow, what we can see is a break of the highs of 850, and we can possibly see new highs again of around $9, which sounds pretty enticing to me. Overall, it's going to be exciting tomorrow. And then I'm going to talk to you about two more tickers, and go ahead and sign out. Ticker symbol PTN. This is another one, just like FTR, that I set an alert for a long time ago. As you can see, it is now coming back up and validating a breakout at 18. From 18 to the next resistance at 20 offers a total of 11%. It is right now on the 4 hour chart. It is above all EMAs, even the SMA, and the EMA cross is happening right now, which is, rinse and repeat. Like I said, a good sign that it's going to continue to trend up. But that doesn't mean it's always a good sign. As you can see right here, the EMA cross happened right here about a month ago, about a couple of weeks ago. As you can see, it didn't really trend up that high, and as soon as it crossed again below it, it started to shoot down. But right now it's coming up again to cross it again. So what we can see is an upside movement rather than a downside movement. That's what I believe. But yeah, I only broke this down like not too much, because I wasn't really looking at this one, but it is on my watch list as of now. So let's go ahead and use this as support. So yep, there's ticker symbol PTN. Now let's go to AIG. This one I do enjoy this one very much. It is a very horizontal pattern, very easy. It's, I recommend this one type of pattern for beginners. From the highs of 56 to lows of 52, offers about 7.92%. As you can see, this was an old plan to enter at 53 and exit at 55 around this possible resistance right here. 55. Oh, hold on, my battery is dying. Give me 1 second. I need to give me a Mac. Okay, as you can see, a couple of weeks ago it had trouble breaking this resistance around 54. Around blah, blah, blah. It had previous resistance around 54.60. As you can see, it came back up to validate that, to see if it could break out, but it got rejected. Oh, Oh, this shouldn't even be in what the uptrend then. I'm terribly sorry. What the? Okay. Okay, you know what? There we go. Shouldn't even be here anymore. There, we don't discuss descending pattern in our chat. And then let's look at the last ticker symbol. This one you guys are probably gonna like. Ticker symbol. Oh my God! What the TLRY? This is the weed company. Ooh, ooh, that sell off. Like three. That we. Someone probably sold big. Ooh. Oh my God. Is it halted? No, it can't be halted. No, it's 258. It's 250. It's 258 right now. Okay. Oh wow. Oh wow. This is crazy. Okay, yeah. TLRY, the wheat company, has volume, news, pump and dump, manipulation. This is everything. This is everything bundled into one. This is what we call a this is gambling. This is gambling. This is heavy amounts of gambling because you could have decided, you know what, I'm finally gonna get in. I'm not gonna miss out on the gains anymore. You enter here at 280. You get all excited like, ooh, it's going up to 300. And since it's about to make that whole dollar break or half dollar break, as Chuck has said before, because we do follow blindly in what Chuck says, which I don't recommend you do. It's gonna break out and go at least 30 points more. Guess what? That's not what happened. It got rejected, and right now it's doing what I call clinging to life. So yeah, there's that. Go ahead and risk all your whole account on that if you want to, but I'm staying away from TLR. Right. All right, that's gonna be the end of what the uptrend. I will see you guys on Friday. Good luck.